What's going on, traders? Welcome to my stream. In this video, we're going to discuss what has happened today. Pretty interesting day. So today we had a bunch of movers. The movers were primarily the movers that we had were oil stocks, and these oil stocks gapped up, and they pretty much sold off. I think I was talking about on my pre-market live stream to pretty much potentially short uh, these um, these oil companies, oil stocks, because you know how it usually happens. The first one was on Friday that ran really huge, that squeezed everybody out, and then you have a bunch of other tickers that also ran on Monday. So we had like six tickers gapping up today, and pretty much what I did was I shorted a top gainer, and then I traded a couple of other tickers. This is kind of like how I traded today. Traded SRM a couple times. Right here, I traded. Excuse me. I traded it long because it made a higher high. The news in SRM, it's pretty much the company announced right here. SRM launches strong treasury strategy with 100 million equity investment. So that's pretty important. So right here, when we had a higher high, I went long for 65. And it actually spiked up all the way to 540. This was my first trade on it. Second trade, I actually went long again around 550, and pretty much we spike up all the way out here. And what I want you guys to understand is that SRM pretty much we hit the 52-week resistance over here at 6, and I was noticing from my other charts like OP, we also hit the 52 resistance of around 450. You can see so over here 450. So SRM, I pretty much started short once I saw. So I knew the $6 was in play. So I started short once I saw that we went below it, and then I started short around 590, and then I risked off 625. Started short 590, risk of 625, and we actually came back down to 5. I actually took partial profits around 525, and then I let the rest ride. We came back over here. I covered my other short that I had here, the same short, so I took half out over here. So this was the long, this was the short, and then I covered the most here, and then I shorted right here. I was scared because usually when it comes back to 6, it pretty much just breaks out and goes. This situation was not the case, I think. But a good thing that I covered half, and then here we came back to 6. I covered the other half, and here we didn't really, normally if this was a strong stock, it would have probably broken out 6 and went to 7, but it did not. So I went short again. Actually, I waited on around 520, and this and because I saw this downtrend break and I saw that this was going, so I pretty much went short 520 the second time, and then I covered most of them at 450. So I took another 10%. So I took multiple bites out of this ticker. Primarily I went long, primarily I went short, and then I went again short. And now we're pretty much coming up to pretty much over here somewhere, and it's neither a bull or a bear like right now, considering the fact that the thing that happens really is that these tickers pretty much what happens is that this is the hottest stock of the day, so everybody's fighting it. So the key, like we were talking in the chat room, that if you were to focus on the side chicks of going short, you would have been better off. The side chicks were OP to go short. Um, Pretty much OP going short would be over here. I was seeing it right here as we hit VWAP multiple times and pretty much plunged to $2. So This would have been a perfect opportunity to short day two. And the other ticker that I did see was BATL to go short on another oil stock. This would be another day two short. Thing popped up and pretty much sold off exactly like OP. Right now in the morning, what we had was pretty much a lot of oil stocks that came up, and pretty much these oil stocks pretty much sold off, and that's kind of like what happened. I also traded SONM. I really didn't like this setup. We had some traders coming in. We have uptrending wedge pattern right here. I didn't like the fact that we popped up and we much came back down, but and then we popped up, came back down, popped up. So this was a uptrending wedge in the pre-market. Eventually we broke. I didn't buy it, but I could have bought it 190. We hit 270. I bought the VWAP bounce, and then pretty much that's about it. So I made a couple of trades over here. This was primarily the tickers that were active today. Um, just um, just three tickers. Pretty much I traded correctly. And that should be it. That's SRM, the main chick of the day. You can see is generating, I don't know, 1.100 million in volume, 10 million in float, and it's a little bit choppy. So the thing to do here is, if I were gonna focus on the tickers that on the tickers on the side chicks, I would have been a little bit better off. But sadly, I did not focus on the side chicks. I only focused on the main ticker, because if I focused on the other two oil stocks, I could have went short, and I would not have a headache. But this ticker, if you pretty much um, didn't take your, you know, didn't take your profits multiple times, we just came right back to 6. So we're definitely flirting with that 6 area of resistance. Other than that, that's about it. Make sure you give this video a like and see you on my next video, and peace out.